Be your attention. Fairly simple instruction. Maybe it's actually simple to do. In fact, it is. But why practice that? What's the significance of it? It turns out that to be your attention is at the core of pretty much all spiritual practice. If you're going to be conscious, the question is, who's being conscious? What's being conscious? If you're going to be aware of your body, the sensation, sensitive energy in your body, aware of your feelings, aware of your thoughts and images going through your mind. Who is aware? Who is doing that? If you're going to practice kindness, who is being kind? Who is choosing to be kind? If you're going to practice meditation, who is sitting there? Who is watching your thoughts pass? Who is relaxing into your body? If you're going to pray, who is praying? What in you is doing any of those things? What in you is choosing to listen right now and to watch? This practice, to be your attention, comes toward the core of all that, comes toward who we are. We can refine the definition of it to say it's really the practice of being the one who directs your attention. So your attention is your will. It acts on your energies, conscious energy, for example, focusing your consciousness, directing your consciousness, directing various energies of your awareness through attention. So attention is a power of the will, and it's really about the one who is directing your attention, the same one who makes all the choices that you choose. It's you, it's your will, it's who you are. But surprisingly and amazingly, we don't generally be who we are. You know, there's this saying to be yourself. Well, what does that mean? And there's this perennial spiritual question, who am I? Well, am I my body? I can tell my body to move. It moves, so I'm probably not my body. Am I my feelings? There's some capacity in me to direct my feelings, to change my feelings, to feel a particular feeling intentionally. Am I my thoughts? Well, they seem to go on their own. for the most part, without any intention from me. They just happen. Or if there is intention, then I direct my thoughts. So I and my thoughts are not the same. In all of those cases, there is something in me. There is me choosing, directing. So if I want to be myself, if you want to be yourself, then we need to come into that in us that chooses and directs. And normally that would be a rather muddy direction, muddy task to be yourself. Okay, I'm going to be myself now. So instead, we refine that. We refine it to say, to be your attention. Right now, you're paying attention to this video, to hearing this. You're listening. You're directing your attention toward what your ears and eyes are bringing you. You're looking. So the suggestion here is to come back into yourself. Behind to the one who is looking, the one who is listening. The one who is directing your attention right now. Now, we are aware. But the question is, who is aware? The one in us who is aware, that's the one we want to be, because that is who we are. We could call that our I. It's a little bit clearer term than saying it is our will. So if I am watching this, if I am listening, I can be that one. I can be back behind the listening, the one who is listening, the one who is directing my attention to the sounds, the one who is seeing, the one who is directing my attention to what my eyes bring me. So, in almost any spiritual practice, and in almost everything we do, that I, that one in us who's choosing, who's directing is always there, but we are not in contact with it. We're distracted by the passing show. We see what's on the screen of our awareness, what's on the screen of consciousness. And we're out there, whether it's our body, our senses, what we see with our senses, hear with our senses, and so on. Rather than being within the one who was seeing this. You could call it the watcher in the cases where what you're doing is watching. The listener when you're listening. The ongoing chooser and director of your attention when you're focusing and holding your attention on something. So why do this? It's very different to be yourself, to be your I, than it is to be like a leaf blowing around in your sensory experience. You get taken by this and that. You get lost in this and that experience, sensory impression, thought, emotion, anger, fear. It's very different to be out there on the periphery than it is to be in your core, at the very center. So I'm going to stop there and suggest that you may want to try working at this. Try practicing being your attention. It can work at any time. Good luck with it. Thank you.